What's Jack, everyone? How's it going? Welcome to another video. We're playing some TMNT, Splintered Fate, playing the Leonardo. This is the most busted build that I've come across in the game so far.
Father would be
This
pleased.
is a shuriken build where every dash that you do throws out a shuriken. Every auto attack that you do throws out a shuriken. And it also has a boomerang perk, which you should also grab. And what that will do is make the shurikens go out and then come back. So in the first couple rooms you want to get a portal. And the reason why you want to get a portal is so that when you defeat Shur at the end is you get a bandana. And the bandana is going to allow us to unlock more stuff. So here we have an upgrade. So the upgrade allows you to upgrade what you already have. So in this case, we're going to upgrade our shurikens. So that when we dash, we now throw 2 shurikens instead of 1, which is really strong. Make sure you pick up your blue crates with your scrap inside to get the extra currency. So the dragon coins are your external currency and the scrap is your internal. So for the run that you are on. Now, from what I've found, Leonardo is the hardest hitting turtle. He also has a very large, wide sweep with his auto attacks. And he has the best tool ability other than Raphael. So, yeah, it's kind of expected. He's the leader of the turtles, you know, he's got to be strong.
What is this? A fancy mouser?
With it being a roguelite, you don't want to take too much damage, although we're okay. We've got a couple upgrades into our pizza and stuff, so the foot soldiers have a chance to drop pizza. I think it's like 16% or something like that, which is quite nice. And they can easily dash around too. The shurikens are just flying out everywhere, which is super handy. This is the kind of game where you gotta be on the ball with what's floating on the ground. There's a lot of hurt boxes on the ground, so you gotta dodge them quick. When I'm trying to do a longer run, I'll tend to take the scrap over the other upgrades. Scrap is useful in that you are able to heal with it, and you're able to buy certain things that, like, maybe you find a tool that you like. Like in this case, it'd be like Shuriken Storm. Yeah, it's just you want to get some good amount of scrap there. The Dreamer upgrades externally will help you with that, getting extra scrap. And I do recommend snapping up as much as you can. Currently just finishing off this mini boss here, nice and quick. Not too hard, eh? Not too hard. Alright, astral powers. You can see there's astral powers there. If there's something useless like that, I won't normally take it. Like, I don't usually take astral power. But in this case, I take the shimmering shield because shimmering shield blocks projectiles after you dash. You're immune to them, so that's pretty strong. Alright, next floor. You can see that we're avoiding portals too. This is sort of earlier on in my runs where I just decided to take the first couple of portal to get the bandana option. But just keep in mind that if you do more portals with these bonuses, you'll actually get more bandanas depending on how many portals you take. If you finish the run with, you know, 4 portals, that's 4 bandanas, right? So, and I don't think you even need that many. Like, you don't need that many. All right, next upgrade here, we have a couple of nice ones. In this case, we're going to take the 30% to throw a shuriken on auto attack. And I don't actually like any of these there, really. So I just opt for the quick feet. This is quite a fast-paced game, and the scaling on this game is pretty unusual in that even in easy, you're going to come across bosses and enemies that acquire new attacks and stuff like that. And taking a hard portal just changes the game from easy straight to hard mode anyway, so it's a little unusual in that regard, so just be aware of that. Yeah, next mastery. Special deals 30 ultram damage, looks alright from what I'm looking at.
Let's see what the
We
chairman
just take
has
the
in
10% ultram damage. And I'm just double checking to see what I actually have here because I'm not too sure. Like I say, this is one of the first runs that I did, but this is actually one of the runs that turned out to be one of the stronger ones. You can see here we got another ninja option. So I don't know that I take boomerang, but I probably will, because that's the next best thing. Damage after dash is good too, 30% damage after dash. Anything that modifies your DPS is great. I actually like it when you get a good tool and your elements apply to your tool ability. It's super strong too. In this particular case, you can actually get shurikens apply tool elements, which is really nice. So like you can get like on-hit effects, for example, like extra water damage or ultram damage or something, and it applies to the shuriken. You'll probably see that later on. I'm pretty sure I take it this run. Leatherhead's pretty easy too. I think the worst part about Leatherhead is the ads that he spawns. For some reason, even on easy mode, there's ads that spawn and they can be quite irritating. These frogs aren't to be, you know, underestimated, I guess is the word. They're pretty strong. The ooze that they put on the ground melts your HP, so just be aware of that as well. Not the end of the world, like I say, you just gotta be quick dashing around. Like a reflexive type game. I was testing to see if I actually hit him or get him out of his charges. Leatherhead goes across the screen now. It's like, can I actually tag him here? But nah. He's like invulnerable. And you can see just by how many things are floating across the screen now, how hectic it can get. This is actually an unlucky run in terms of, you know, the ads that I could have gotten. It's usually just like random rats running around. But he's down pretty easy.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this, even for your sake.
Grab our pizza. Let's get on our way.
Was getting hungry.
I don't know what it is about Leonardo that I, you know, in like the comics and the cartoons or whatever, he's like not really my favorite turtle, I would say. But in this game, he's definitely my favorite turtle, which is unusual. I feel actually like I'm betraying my Donnie. I'm betraying Donatello, man. Is that weird? It feels like that's weird. Does anyone else feel that way? I don't know. Man, it's such a silly thing to be thinking about when you think about it. Anyway, you can see the pizza dropping there, getting it more consistent. And I actually go with the dragon coins here because I'm still working out my upgrades. There's a ton that I still need. I feel like there's not a whole lot of need for them though, to be honest, because this game I feel like has very limited options in what you can do and how far you can take your character and stuff like that, so it probably won't be worth it to me until they add new content, really. I was kind of expecting to go to the Technodrome and versus Krang and all that, you know, rock soldiers and stuff like that, but I think they'll add those later. You can see we got the turtle powers as ninja again. We actually have an artifact which gives us a 20% chance for those to appear. We take the dodge chance, which is weird. I don't know why I took that. I should have taken something else, but that's fine, I guess. And you can see that we have the armor break too, so whenever we shuriken something they take 15% more damage, and that scales up over time. I think it goes up to 35%, don't quote me on that. Dodging, man. They should have called this game like TMT Dodging or something. It's more of a dodgy game than anything. That makes it sound bad, dodgy game. We got the Ultram Shuriken, which apparently is good, but I have not dabbled with it too much. I really need to get Boomerang. I don't know what it was that was putting me off trying it for so long. But yeah, I kind of... I think I take it now, maybe. I should. Because I was looking at the minus 30% shuriken damage, but it does actually even out. It actually exceeds the damage by 20% in the end. The first upgrade's minus 5% damage, and then I believe it goes up to plus 20. Which is pretty huge. And there's also another passive shuriken bonus you can get that increases the flat damage of shurikens anyway. And you can see now that with the boomerang we're doing much more damage because they hit twice. You can actually throw them out when you dash and then dash through them again. And the shurikens that came out when you dashed will come back through the enemy on the other side. Super strong. Alright, more here we go here. Throwing mastery, you can see it there. And we got quick hands. Quick hands is huge. To become a better ninja. I don't know why I didn't take it. I should take it now, surely. Or did I take the tool bonus one? Yeah, so it just increases the amount of shurikens you throw out, which is nuts. Yeah, you can see it's already ridiculous and it's not maxed out yet. Alright, we are at the shop. We got the Ultram. Utrum. I don't know how they say it. Utrum, whatever.
Zap attacks.
Got the percentage chance to do more of that damage. And we take the extra HP.
Not very polite, is it?
And this is sort of where I first realized. I'm like, oh my goodness, shurikens are a thing. This is nuts. The strongest build I had before this one was Donatello with his cooldown mastery on the tool belt. He's got an 80% cooldown reduction. So I had Meteor, and I actually just stacked flame damage with Meteor, and that was pretty ridiculous. That does a lot of damage as well. Each Meteor is sort of doing like 300 plus damage and hitting each enemy multiple times in an AoE. Awesome damage, but it doesn't compare to the shurikens. I mean, it's a little bit of a letdown because it feels like there's not much point going anything else. It's kind of one of those builds. Like, I feel like the devs would have to nerf this before, you know, people would opt in to use other stuff. And I mean, I've dabbled with different things. Like, I tried Michelangelo with the ooze, having exploding enemies with ooze and increasing the stack size. And it's just because Michelangelo attacks faster than other turtles. So he's really great for stacking up on hit abilities. Oh boy, I got hiccups again. Which makes him quite good for that. And Donatello sort of, he attacks slow, but he's got a long range. So I think for him, he's supposed to use Utrum damage. But I think he went pretty good with fire too. Like, technically Raph is the fire element guy. And he works pretty good with that, but yeah, works the other way. You can see here we got Throwing Arts Chakram with the reduction I was talking about. Drops from 30 to 5 to -5, which is pretty good. And I'm thinking here, like, I can't decide which to get. Do I want the damage or do I want the chance to do more damage? I'll just take the chance to do more damage. Actually scales up to 100%, which is quite nice. So every attack is a shuriken. And I was looking at this boss mode, and this boss, the actual boss on the boat, Karai, whatever his name is, she is absolutely insanely hard to beat. I haven't tried too many times, but I sort of just tried a couple and realized that you need to be stronger because first of all, you need more dashes, and you definitely need move speed because the fire she puts out is faster than you can run, and in most cases faster than you can dash. So I'll have to come back to that one. But Karai is quite strong. You can see that we're actually making short work of it with his build. I'm actually blown away at this point with this damage. This just feels unfair, like, to be honest. I think my movement speed at this point is about 35-40%, something like that. I'm not even sure if it was that high, but you need it even higher than that. You probably need it capped out, I reckon. So fast.
The foot will
Anyway,
prevail
that wasn't too
next
bad.
time.
Didn't take too long at all. Get our medallion.
It's getting hungry.
So a medallion is like a total specific upgrade for their specialty. So in Leo's case, it's like he gets better mastery and he gets dodge chance and stuff like that. So, like I was saying in my previous video, he's more of like a warrior archetype. And we got Casey Jones here. I think he's giving me an artifact here.
Wow. Or we could just...
I still have to get, I think 1 or 2 more artifacts, and one of those artifacts requires you to beat Karai on hard mode. And like I say, that's just feels impossible right now, but I'm sure it'll get easier. 20% damage to bosses is nice. I think that's a nice little bonus there. Snap that up. Nice passive. And these little chickens, man, these chickens, I'll tell you what, they can get pretty frustrating pretty quick.
Someone's losing money.
I'm sort of at the point now though, where if I play the game, I just take all the portals, but I avoid the portal that reduces the shop choices, and I take I avoid the one that also has the shop prices are doubled, because those two suck. But eventually I'll do those just to get the achievement. I think that'd be cool, just to have all the achievements.
Don't get caught by the mouse reminder.
There are so many good games coming out lately, so it's sort of hard for me to stick with one. Like, we got Path of Exile 2 coming out December 6th, and recently just had Stalker 2 release. Nice. Which, to be honest, it's a little bit of a letdown. And there's some other roguelites that I dabble in. I had been playing Heretical, but I felt like they sort of took that game in a bad direction and haven't been interested to play at the moment. Gonna see if they add something new. And here we got our next ninja power. I'm looking at this legendary here, and I'm going, that doesn't seem very useful. So I'm looking at Shuriken Engineer. You can see Shurikens have a 30% chance to apply a tool belt power, which is really, really good. And you'll see that in a second.
Please do come again.
The streets usually just have a bunch of foot soldiers. In this case, we got the frogs because we're lucky. No, not really. Frogs suck. When I first saw them, the little portrait of them, I thought it was a gecko. I don't know.
You need more training.
It looked like a gecko. I really like the aesthetic of the game, and I like how it feels. I just wish there was more enemies there. I would even love it if they made a Metroidvania style Ninja Turtle game where you could get like incremental upgrades and stuff. Yeah, you could like unlock skateboards and stuff, and you could do grinds and all this good sort of stuff. And I used to be a massive fan of Ninja Turtles when I was little. That would be the go-to like every Christmas. Mom, Dad, I want some Ninja Turtle figurines, please. And you know, they usually delivered because they're pretty awesome that way. The Rat Prince. You can see just how much this build is doing in damage. Absolutely getting destroyed. You can see those extra procs damage in purple. You can see our tool belt proccing on the shurikens. It's at 30% chance, which we're going to increase. Went down like a sack of potatoes, mate. More ninja powers. Yes, please. I don't know what I take here. Adrenaline looks the best to me. Yeah, to go with adrenaline. So my thought process there is like I'm zigzagging around. I was even wondering why I was doing it, watching it back. I was just looking for more scrap. Just more scrap boxes. It doesn't hurt to just check the map, look around, get some extra scrap. More frogs, man. There was like this cartoon I used to love when I was a kid. I think it was like Froggy's Adventures or something. Oh, it was hilarious. I don't know, I haven't been able to find it. I like a copy of it. I want to show my boys, but yeah, after all these years, I still can't remember exactly what it was called, but there was some funny stuff happening in that one. I didn't want to take these water powers here, but I decided to anyway. You see this water abilities? Special tool has a 60% chance to deal water damage. Has 30% extra damage, so I take that. It might have replaced something else. I can't remember. I didn't see. It might have replaced Ultram damage or something. It's not a big deal.
Feed it.
You see like that? See that blue? That 65? That's the water going off. And we actually have some elemental multipliers in the dojo or the sewer in our passive upgrades, which is huge. Yeah, we've got those little rats, little jumpers. I can't remember what they're called. I've played enough of it to remember. I'm just going to call them chickens. That's what they call them.
We got more improving to do. Time for some shopping.
And I'm just going to go hit the shop up, and then after the shop we got a Bebop and Rocksteady fight.
Sorry about that.
Gotta love Bebop and Rocksteady. They sort of get a little bit of redemption in the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but you can't go wrong with the classic ones. And I'm just checking to see if I get this Infernal token from this boss. And I probably would have tried to get it because I'm feeling pretty strong, but I didn't. And with Bebop and Rocksteady, you kind of want to get them both together because they run away at 50% life, and if you can get them both to 50% life, you're just going to do the next part faster. So you want to try and hit them both. It's just more efficient in general, really, right? But you know what I mean. It's like optimal.
They're on the run! This does not look good. Be ready to dance, Turtle Toes. We gotta take out this barricade.
And yeah, I killed this chicken before like any of the other chickens could come and get me, so that just goes to show how much damage we're doing. And this one too, like, wow. And this is like the last phase of the fight. Rocksteady will use a grenade launcher instead. He's probably the more annoying one of the enemies. Not so bad if you got that light shell though, because you sort of avoid a lot of projectiles, but in general he's usually more annoying.
Hey, that's my friend you smashed.
Maybe you guys disagree, I have no idea. Maybe you guys don't like getting chased by a chainsaw. I don't know.
Stupid greenies spoiling all the fun.
But down they go. Easy as, mate, easy as.
Every defeat, a lesson. Every victory, a lesson.
I love that you get pizza at the end. It feels satisfying. Like you get rewarded for doing good. I like that. When games like punish you for no reason, it really triggers me, yeah. Like especially when they nerf the character. Like for ages, Diablo 4 was just nerfing players instead of buffing enemies. Alright, we got the next ninja upgrade. I got a special water tool. I think that's probably the best, eh? What did I opt for instead? I went Shuriken Engineer. That's good too. So that means that we get our proc more consistently, but we don't get a damage boost per se. We just get more consistent damage.
One too many batteries in this one.
Those lasers are nasty. When I first started playing the game, I was like, how do you deal with these psychos? And I was just getting melted by them.
I wonder how much these cost.
Got it figured out though in the end, didn't we? This is such a clean looking game, isn't it? We got the improve upgrade tools here. We got the Shuriken Master. We got the Shuriken attacks. So many options. I go with the Shuriken attacks. So many flying out now, dude. Crazy. This guy with the spear, these guys absolutely wreck, especially on hard mode. That spear strike will like just annihilate like a quarter of your health or more. More delicious pizza. Lovely. Isn't it weird? Like growing up, Mikey was my favorite turtle. I loved that he was like carefree, funny. Got the extra, I think I go extended assault. That looks like the best one here. Maybe I don't. Oh no, I go for the Shuriken tool. So we got 100% proc chance, which is a massive DPS increase. But anyway, as I was saying, Mikey, right, was my favorite because he was the party dude. And I loved it how he used to do the turtle shell spin. And then like when I was thinking about who I am as a person and what I sort of more aligned to, it was definitely Donatello. He is sort of more reserved and quirky, and he thinks a lot, and I think a lot too. I used to try and invent things and make things in the too, and do like science experiments and stuff. So I was like, Donnie, sort of, you know, I'm more relatable to him. And the very next turtle is Raph. I got like an angry mean streak about me at times, and you know, Raph is sort of more in line with that side of me. So I would say like I'm an equal part Donnie Raph kind of turtle guy. And you know, all right, we got our next upgrade here. Oh, fat shuriken damage. We got 90% shuriken damage. That just about alleviates all the negative penalties we get from boomerang. More than alleviates. You can see how much damage we're doing now. Mental with that extra water damage. Absolutely bonkers damage. And at this stage of the game, I'm loving it. I was like, I never recorded this live with my comms on, no mic, but I was laughing and having a ball doing this because I was just kind of like baffled with how broken you can get the builds. Sort of like a little depth to the game, you know, which I felt enjoyable. I sort of tried all the builds that I want to in the game too. Like, I don't know what else you could really do that would be super unique. Like, if you really wanted, you could just have an Ninja Star build that stacks each type of tool belt ability. Like in each different game, try different ability. I've actually tried Ninja Stars with Ooze, and the Ooze went really well as well, because the Ninja Stars help you stack it up really fast. So you just get like tons of stacks of Ooze. I think I had it ticking for like 70 plus damage.
A challenge. Should you accept it?
Which is pretty ridiculous. Like 70 plus damage on like a tick. It's like every second or something. That was a pretty good build, that was. Oh, this guy's absolutely getting rocked. I forgot how strong this was, man. Watching this back is great.
Last one standing.
Already toast. Not even hard. I think, yeah, scrap.
Nothing like some good scrap.
Because at the end, the very end, when you get to the last shop, you can buy a ton of dragon coins. And you can buy dreamer coins.
New merchandise.
It might be 600 each or 800. I think it's 800. You might need 1600 scrap to get both, I think. I'll have a look in a second. We'll see. Yeah, so we can't afford it. It's 800. So we just increase the amount of shurikens we throw, which is busted. We're at the cap of an extra 3. Look at that.
Another challenge.
For a total of 5.
Take care, young Terran.
And here we are at Shredder, the big man himself. For anyone that hasn't caught him, he has 2 phases, which we're going to make short work of. Wow. This still impresses me. I'm not even making the video. So he goes into his little astral plane and kills his foot soldier ads. Which is a great opportunity to get your tool abilities back. Not that I bothered using them. I didn't need them. I just felt like I didn't need them at all. I was just dashing around. And he just jumps at you like a madman, just dodge him. When he does that, just step over his body and just go real quick because he'll try to jump up underneath you. Pretty easy fight, really. Definitely not on hard mode though. Absolutely rocked. You got absolutely rocked. Lovely. That's going to be the run though, and that's definitely the build. Hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. That was a super fun run. Thank you very much for watching. If you guys made it this far and you'd like to support the channel, please check out our merchandise on flickerfam.com.au. Do a bunch of custom shirt designs here, custom artwork, and we also sell some fitness equipment. If you guys could check that out, I'd appreciate it a lot. Have a good day/night, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.